Graduands, distinguished guests, friends and family, as Senior Vice President Academic of the University of Southampton, I welcome the graduands and their guests to the University today, and I have pleasure in declaring open this ceremony for the conferment of awards. Welcome graduands, friends and family to this very special occasion here at the O2 Guildhall, Southampton. On behalf of the University and my colleagues here today, let me be the first to offer my warmest congratulations to you all. This is a momentous occasion and one which I hope you will savour and cherish in your memories for years to come. To say that your university experience has been a highly unusual one would be an understatement. Studying for a degree is demanding enough in itself, yet you all face many challenges throughout your time with us than you might ordinarily experience through a degree. You've worked exceedingly hard and you've overcome so much. I want to remind you today that the impact of the global events that have spanned on your time at the university must not overshadow your achievements. I hope you are now looking forward to the future with optimism and determination. Everyone who has passed through our university and across our graduation stages has played a vital role in our identity. I hope you'll take pride in being a member of our university community for life. In fact, from the moment you accepted your offer to study here with us, your journey has been part of Southampton's journey as well. You are part of our 161-year history, having humbly begun life as the Hartley Institution in the city centre in 1862. We are now world-renowned with 7 campuses, 6 in the UK and 1 in Malaysia. Globally, we are one of the top 100 universities in the world, and closer to home, we are a top 20 UK university. We are, I'm sure you're aware, a member of the prestigious Russell Group. Graduating from our university will put you in good stead as you find your feet and travel down whatever chosen path you wish to travel. I've only been a member of the community here at Southampton for about 2 years now, but I'm immensely proud to say that I feel as though I've been a part of the family, as it were, for very much longer. Like many of the people I meet every day, I pride myself on being an outward-looking individual, and I enjoy learning from others to ensure we are definitely the best at what we do here at Southampton. During my time here so far, I've come to realise that our university is so much more than the buildings on our campuses and the facilities that we all use every day. While they are impressive spaces, without people and minds, they would of course be empty. You and I and everyone you have met on your journey at Southampton are the university. And if, as a university, we want to change the world for the better, then we must put our minds to work, and we of course must all work together. For many of you, collaboration has been an essential part of your studies and research. Even if it's not obvious, it's likely to be there somewhere. Whether you're actively working across your disciplines to broaden your horizons and explore new ways of thinking, or are simply referencing a source in an essay, you're working with others and building on their ideas with your own. As a professor of chemical engineering and a member of the university's executive, I can confidently say that I collaborate every day. Each time someone new joins our Southampton community, they bring new ideas, different perspectives, and their own history and experiences, just as you all did on your arrival here a few years ago. We all do our best to work when we remove barriers and team up, combining our strengths. At Southampton, we must welcome people from all backgrounds to make a real positive impact on lives around the globe. We need everyone from all walks of life to contribute, ask questions, innovate and educate. A graduation speech wouldn't be a graduation speech without a quote, and in light of these thoughts today, I would like to roll out a well-worn adage: the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Together we achieve more. I mean this both academically and personally. We grow and develop more when we reach out, listen, explore and continue to learn. So, as you move forward into your next challenge, whatever that looks like for you, I encourage you to keep collaborating, work with others, be open-minded, listen and learn from people you work with, people you meet on the street, the articles you read, the friendships you make, and the people that inspire you. Right now, you are the ones who are inspiring us, and we can't wait to learn from you in the future. So here's to you, our students, our graduands, our graduates, our alumni, our inspiration, and our future. Let's continue today with today's celebrations and welcome you into the next stage of your life. Congratulations.
Juliet Fraser is an internationally acclaimed soprano, widely regarded as one of the most artistically insightful and technically impressive musicians, specializing in contemporary classical and experimental music. She regularly appears on stage at the foremost festivals and venues and collaborates with many of the most significant composers and ensembles. Yet, what makes Juliet truly remarkable is the energetic and multifaceted broader contribution she makes to her field. Through articles and presentations she has written and delivered, and through symposiums, concerts and festivals she has convened, she is a leading voice in shaping and adding to the discourse. This includes areas such as collaboration and the role of the performer within the classical musical ecosystem, representation of race and gender, and on how art and artists can contribute to activating political change. In her spare time, she invests in the younger generation through teaching and mentoring and co-directs the All That Dust recording label. Juliet received high-level musical training from a young age. She attended Purcell School, where she focused on the oboe, before going on to read music and history of art at the University of Cambridge. She experienced a moment of personal and professional crisis at Cambridge that led her to abandon her plans to be a professional oboist. Joining the chapel choir of Clare College set her on a new path. There she received her first vocal lessons and gained invaluable experience of ensemble singing. After graduation, Juliet moved to London, where she worked with leading choirs such as Monteverdi Singers, Tenebrae and BBC Singers. Perhaps Juliet's first significant professional intervention was to establish the Exaudi Vocal Ensemble in 2002 with composer and conductor James Weeks. Exaudi is distinguished by programming contemporary classical music alongside music from the medieval, Renaissance and Baroque periods. It is widely regarded as one of the leading international vocal groups, as is reflected in their steady stream of engagements at the most prestigious festivals and venues across Europe. Alongside being first soprano, a role she continues in today, Juliet also acted as the general manager and executive director. Juliet's first solo recital took place in 2012, which was quickly followed by her commissioning a large-scale song cycle for her and pianist Mark Knoop. Songs about words and about the pleasure of misery from Southampton's Professor Matthew Slomowitz. Her solo career was underway and developed quickly, with her performances and recording of Morton Feldman's seminal work, Three Voices, gaining her substantial international recognition. As it began, Juliet recognized 2016 as a make-or-break year. She gave first performances of large-scale song cycles by composition giants Southampton Emeritus Professor Michael Finnessy and Austrian Bernard Lang, and began collaborating with British, Berlin-based composer Rebecca Saunders. She premiered Rebecca Saunders' piece for soprano and large ensemble, Skin, at Donaueschingen, one of the most important music festivals in the world. Skin was written specifically for Juliet as soloist, and she has now performed the work 22 times around the world with leading ensembles such as Ensemble Moderne, Musique Fabrique, and Ensemble Remix. Juliet describes the materials of Skin as multifaceted and impeccably woven. Let's listen to a short snippet from her recording with Klangforum Wien. Juliet is an awesome musician, but it's her precision in performance, collaborative mindset, and intense focus on realising composers' ideas that truly set her apart. Professor Michael Finnessy notes, Juliet is both freely imaginative and devoutly studious, unafraid of the hard graft and maintenance of the voice itself, musical risk-taking, and off-radar research necessary to achieve the wide variety of desired results. Juliet's award of an honorary doctorate today reflects her status as one of the leading new music solos of her generation, but also the extraordinary range of activities she undertakes to support and indeed transform cultural hierarchies within the new music scene. I will focus on two projects Juliet has initiated and directs, Eavesdropping and Voice Lab. Eavesdropping is a multifaceted platform that puts on concerts and symposiums, runs a podcast, and provides development opportunities for artists. Eavesdropping is motivated by intersectional feminism and a status quo questioning mindset, which Juliet characterized to me recently as poking the bear. Founded in 2017, the platform exclusively features female and non-binary composers and performers, as well as highlighting black and ethnic minority artists. Eavesdropping garners increasing attention. For example, the recent festival was supported by Arts Council England and recorded for broadcast on BBC Radio 3. Voice Lab serves to fill a gap in training provision for elite singers interested in performing contemporary music. This autumn, 6 artists will begin the inaugural, fully funded, year-long programme, which will form a unique space for creative development, risk-taking, community building, and networking. Few people have the expertise, energy, and commitment to bring together the diverse range of partners and funding necessary to make such an enterprise happen. Juliet has a long-standing relationship with the University of Southampton Department of Music. Over the past decade, she has workshopped numerous student compositions, performed 2 solo recitals, and in 2019 led a Hartley research residency for staff and postgraduate researchers. Most memorably, just a few weeks before the world went into lockdown, Juliet performed the highly virtuosic solo soprano role in a 40-minute contemporary work alongside an orchestra of music students at Turner Sims. She sang wonderfully and was lovely to everyone involved. Juliet clearly revels in a non-hierarchical dynamic often found in the field of new music, the sense of community that comes from the shared endeavour of performing, creating, and staging music at the fringes. Juliet's focus on excellence, commitment to community building, and contribution to championing diversity and equality align perfectly with the values of our university. Pro-Chancellor, I have the great honour to present Juliet Fraser as eminently worthy of the degree of Doctor of Music, honoris causa.
Thank you, Dr. Oliver, for those very generous words. I know the clue is in the title, but it really does feel like an honour as an artist existing outside of academia to have my work recognised in this way. The arts are vulnerable at the moment, undervalued, underfunded, and often misunderstood, I think, by too many in government and power. So I accept this honorary doctorate on behalf of all performers and composers who continue to bring new music into our world and also to keep alive the heritage of our arts and culture. Thank you very much to the University of Southampton.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tom Irvine. I'm professor of music history and head of music at the University of Southampton. Vice President, I submit to you the candidates from the Arts and Humanities for the awards of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Master of Arts, Master of Music, and Doctor of Philosophy.
I admit them and those in absentia to their awards.
I'm going to take this hat off a lot today. Vice President, the name of the candidate from English is shown in the program, and I ask that you admit them to their award. Chloe Nagley.
Well done.
Vice President, the name of the candidate from history is shown in the program, and I ask that you admit them to their award. Rachel Jessica Ross Marshall.
Well done.
Vice President, the names of the candidates from Modern Languages and Linguistics are shown in the program, and I ask that you admit them to their awards. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Arts. Emily Charlotte Loveridge. Ellie Griffiths. Erica Boldy. Joseph Mark Dobinson. Charlotte Florence Harradine. Bethan Ann Russell. Jody Adams. Lauren Andrews. Naomi Grace Austin. Jude Bennett. Alex Bryony, Christine Brewster. Holly Victoria Burgess. Charlotte Ellis. George Haddon. Amy Elizabeth Larkham. Celine Lawford Cooling. Kira Isabel McCrory. Daniel O'Doherty. Giuseppe Parry. Rihanna Francis. Katie Still. Aaron Beatty. James David Miller Hogg. Matilde Martins Pere da Fonseca. Laila Abdusalame. Samuel Oliver Carver. Nathan Peter Edwards. Charlie Giles. Victoria Greer. Harriet Poppy Hawkins. Zoe Robson. Oliver Baldwin. Hey. Nathan Oliver Huff. Gemma McBain. Rhiannon Morgan. Cara Annalise Strout. Laura Margaret Baskerville. Jemima Lucy Baker. Eloisa Clark Fryer. Joseph David Footer. Ben Goff. Bethan Leslie James. Adrienne Samantha Llewellyn Sinclair. Stephen Scott Michaeljohn. Yeah, I get it. Charlotte Miller. Katie Pierce. Daniel Ronald Arnfield Smith. Poppy Jane Penhall Smith. Megan Anna Harrison. Charlie Shaw. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Science. Isabel Claire Adams. Amy Johnston. Ben Evan Roblu Whale. Edith Jane Hayfron Aqua. Vice President, I present to you the following Master of Arts. Jialin Wu. Yanling Wang. Hatsuna Yasuda. Vice President, I present to you the following Doctors of Philosophy. For a thesis entitled, The Act of L2 Reading for Pleasure, an action research project with young learners in a Latin American country, Aurora Verona Archa. For a thesis entitled, Photography, War and Gender, Redefining Women's Militancy During and After Conflict in Ireland and Spain, Jessica Elizabeth McIver. Bin T. Tan Nguyen. For a thesis entitled, The Development of L2 Vowel Production and its Relationship with L2 Processing, L2 Input, and L2 Phonetic Drift, Evidence from Native English Learners of French, James Turner. For a thesis entitled, Exploring Gender Stereotypes in an Algerian English Language Textbook and Classroom Pedagogy from a Social Justice Perspective, Wasila Ait El-Jouaudi. For a thesis entitled, Non-Traditional Language Learners, Exploring the Factors Affecting Engagement in Online Learning at a University Level in Saudi Arabia, Ameri Ali Al-Harbi. For a thesis entitled, Exploring Teachers' Training Practice, Teaching Practices when engaging in systematic reflective practice, teacher cognitions and identity, Abdul Wahad Nasser M. Al-Harkan. For a thesis entitled, Identity Construction Through English as a Lingua Franca, a study on a group of international students from China at a UK university, Yuren Li. For a thesis entitled, Critical Reflections on Internationalizing at Home, IAH, in Business Education, a phenomenological case inquiry into the positioning and experiences of staff in the context of international higher education, IHE, in the UK and France, Elise Agnes Rosemary Nichols. For a thesis entitled, Interference Problems in English Thai Translation, a study of Thai translation students, Benjaban Triprachaban. For a thesis entitled, L2 Learnability of Viewpoint Aspect at the Initial Stages of Feature Reassembly, a bidirectional study with learners of Chinese and Spanish, Kefan Yang. Vice President, the names of candidates from music are shown in the program, and I ask you that you admit them to their awards. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Arts. Buze Abuhorlu. Courtney Bolt. Adam Bustred. Angus John Bruce. Louis Ronald Cook. Samuel Gareth Dean. Nikki Dimitriou. Sophie Edge. Ellis Edwards. Christina England. George Alexander Gunn. Alexander Nicholas Hanks. Stephanie Rebecca Haskell. Edward Stephen Horton. Nathan Lacey. Eliza Grace Flanagan McCann. Yuen Tong Lin. Konstantinos Liras. Neve Margaret Josephine McKee. Emily Manning. Daniel Matchett. Sabine Middleton. Sophie Norton. Janka Pathinayake. Elena Lacey Julia Potter. Alan Stephen Pryor. Mai Serdwin Reese. Thomas Rolfe. George Sims. Nicholas Street. Aaron Nathaniel Sullivan. Lara Sophia Tavernier. Juliet Taylor. Emily Jane Thompson Chisnell. Michael Turner. Lucy Elizabeth Utley. Harry Williams. Max Williams. Yifang Su. Yi Yang. Ryan Sare. Jennifer Marie Webster. Elizabeth Pajegbo. Barnaby Baker. Jenna Bullock. Zoe Cecile Florence Friedbacher. Tin Yi Louis. Louis Obey. Vice President, I present to you the following Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Local Culture, Wider Influences, a Study of Provincial Music Education and Society, Wimborne Minster, 1743 to 1765, together with an edition of the works of George Combs, David Matthew Gostick. Vice President, the names of the candidates from philosophy are shown in the program, and I ask that you admit them to their awards. Vice President, I present to you the following Bachelors of Arts. Grace Chadwick. Maxine Laura Falconer. Molly Ann Hamilton Barry. Spencer Hornsby. Ramsha Jaura. Peter John Randall. Benjamin James Sadler. Emily Elizabeth Totman. Budmi Dasanayake. Catherine Postlethwaite. Sarujan Sohilingham. Ronnie Charles Beale. Ned Connor. Emily Creek. Maya Finnerty. Christopher Knappert. Elizabeth Ann Main. Leah Megan Santos Coney. Brittany Shatana Shaw. Amy Stockman. Timothy Apwa Lam Moro. Georgia Parry. Kisholi Pereira Mary. Ebony Kimberly Barber. Alex James Conway. Amy Louise Moyer. Shanta O'Shaughnessy. Sasha Hallie Murray. Lauren Johanna Mary McCaffrey. Jasmine Miles. Hannah Smith. Jack Weaver. Miriam Catherine Daisy Barker. Iyo Busanab. Anushka Long. Lola Mayer Gripton. Claudia Ligoni Lerma. Cynthia Mercy da Cruz Gomez. Paul Narty. Olabayezi Ogunbusola. Patrick Smith. Helen Penelope Archer Locke. Sophie Hathaway. Ellen Mai Monroe. Jasmine Minnie Summersby. Savil Ahmed. Mohammed Amin Arabo Ibrahim. Lawrence Edward Jackson. Jakub Mateusz Malek. Archie Thomas Powell Harper. Edward Sharp. Harrison Wild. Mira Nirmal. Daniel Thompson. Vice President, we have a candidate from the School of Mathematical Sciences. Their name is shown in the program, and I ask that you admit them to their award.
I admit them to their award.
Vice President, I present to you the following Doctor of Philosophy. For a thesis entitled Modeling Black Hole Binaries in the Intermediate Mass Ratio Regime, Meki Desi. It's a busy day for me. As head of a department within the School of Humanities, I want to take this moment to offer you the warmest of congratulations. All of you here today have achieved some remarkable things while you've been with us at Southampton, despite the many obstacles you faced over the past few years. Perhaps you started a research journey, uncovered new passions, or ventured out into the world on placements. Perhaps you're most proud of the relationships you built and the memories you made with your friends. Indeed, graduating today is likely to be your most meaningful milestone of all. Graduation is always a momentous occasion, but since many of you have endured so much uncertainty during your time with us, today feels even more significant. You've not had an easy journey at all, and yet graduation has arrived. All of us within the School of Humanities are very proud of all of you, not only because of your academic achievements, but also because of your resilience, determination, and perseverance. Please take a minute to savor this moment and appreciate your tremendous achievements. In the School of Humanities, the challenges of the last years have brought out the best in our students and community: ingenuity, creativity, and resilience. The development of these aptitudes lies at the heart of our subjects, but rarely have they been called upon to such an extent and at quite such an early stage in your journey towards learning. This shows in your work, which has been characterized by innovative thinking, analytical insight, and most of all, commitment. More important and more impressive, though, are the ways in which you have come together over recent years, finding new ways to support one another and to be and learn together. All these capacities and insights, kindness and a collaborative spirit, resilience, innovative and ingenious thinking, contextual insight, and cultural savvy are highly regarded by the professional world. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And it remains the case that our students are progressing into excellent jobs across a variety of sectors, securing Southampton's standing as one of the UK's leading universities when it comes to the employability of its graduates. The School of Humanities is home to those graduating in archaeology, English, film, history, languages, culture and linguistics, music, and philosophy. Over the past few years, our academic created brilliant projects from the local to the national and international. Here are just a few highlights. Our students in archaeology remain excellent ambassadors for the subject. Through their participation in fieldwork and other research-related teaching, they have developed professional skills and contributed to knowledge of the human past, including that related to our city of Southampton. The Department of English continues to be proud of its work on Reading Buddies, a scheme to promote literacy and reading in local schools. It has welcomed authors to campus, including Tracy Chevalier and Toby Litt, while PhD student Emma Hills curated an exhibition at Hewenden Manor on Benjamin Disraeli and his library. This year has also seen us celebrate 20 years of Troughton House Library, and perhaps most importantly, inaugurating a staff versus students netball match, which the students narrowly won 5-1. Very recently, Dr. Ruby Chung of the Film Department, along with the Hong Kong Film Festival in the UK and Picture House Cinemas, joined forces for the first time to screen 3 films by young Hong Kong filmmakers to cinema goers in Southampton and nearby places. Each screening was followed by a Q&A with the directors in conversation with Film Department academics to further public engagement and knowledge exchange. Over the past year, the History Department has launched its exciting internship program. The first 2 interns researched the family histories and life stories of those buried at Royal Garrison Church in collaboration with English Heritage. The second internship project begins soon in collaboration with Gilbert White's house in Selborne, and 2 students will explore the role of women in curating the memory of Lawrence Oates' role in Scott's Antarctic expedition. Colleagues in language, cultures, and linguistics were successful in securing funding to investigate digital empowerment in language teaching in UK primary schools. Known as the Deltea Project, it aims to support teachers with language and pedagogical skills and to develop students' literacy in foreign languages. The stories arising from this project are designed to foster empathy, creativity, solidarity, and compassion, all traits of global citizenship. This year, our music students gave over 200 public performances, including some legendary nights at the Brook, a local venue that has hosted the likes of Taj Mahal, Billy Bragg, and the young Coldplay. Speaking of Coldplay, drummer Will Champion, a native Soutonian, visited music students for a fascinating Q&A when he picked up an honorary doctorate in January. Last but never least, Southampton's philosophers have deepened our understanding of things of profound importance to contemporary debates, ranging from the ethics of octopus farming to the question of authenticity. Its Southampton Ethics Centre has hosted workshops and talks to help its students and the public understand topics as contemporary as the ethics of AI and as long-standing as the nature of happiness. Your specialisms are at the heart of our understanding of a rapidly changing world. Studying cultures, languages, literature, histories, and the creative arts allows us to imagine and realize new, just, and sustainable futures. As graduates, you will undertake a wide variety of paths into your own futures, but deep down, one thing you will always have in common is your interest in understanding people. Our subjects help us to recognize that all problems, all situations, all institutions exist in contexts which must be understood before informed decisions can be made. You've been trained in the art of being inquisitive and refusing to take things at face value. As many of the parents, guardians, and friends among us will attest, such an outlook can sometimes seem infuriating. Yet at the same time, your ability to see the world critically will serve you and those around you exceedingly well. Your School of Humanities has long had a reputation for academic excellence and innovation, and you can be proud in the knowledge that your degree certificate bears the name of one of the top-tier universities in the country. While we'll continue to work hard to ensure your alma mater is synonymous with academic excellence, we're confident that you, the graduates of whom we are so proud, will go on to further our collective reputation through your actions and your success. You contribute in so many ways to the legacy of humanities at Southampton. Humanities, by their very nature, are about people, and people are at the heart of everything we do in the world. You will bring your understanding of people to the different paths that you take so as to be a force for change. As you join our university's alumni community, please remember that you will always be a member of our school's family too. We hope you'll stay in touch as you set off on the next stage of your life's journey. We're so excited to see what lies ahead of you and the difference you'll make to the world and the lives of those who surround you. Congratulations to you all.
Now that you've had your moment on our stage, there is much to do, many hugs to be had, many photographs to take, and many glasses to raise. And so I'll keep this part of the proceedings as brief as possible. Whilst this is very much your day, I think we should take a quick minute to thank the people who were there for you along the way. Your family, your friends, your support networks, your tutors, and some of those who are with you here today. When you leave the seats, please share with them your gratitude. Please also let me add by saying thank you to the graduates. Thank you for your hard work, your dedication, and your bright minds. Thank you for all that you will go on to do in the future. You are now part of an extensive alumni community. There are in fact over 280,000 of you spanning over 185 countries and overseas territories. It seems that when we tell you to take over the world upon graduation, you really do take that literally. You're joining people who are actively working against the climate crisis, fighting for social justice and helping to save lives. You are joining journalists, presenters, entrepreneurs and artists. You are joining countless Southampton graduates who are making a difference in small ways every single day. Your alumni community is invaluable, and so I ask you to use your place within it as much as you can. Learn from others, forge connections and keep in touch. I urge you to consider giving back too. Becoming a mentor, for example, is a wonderful way to ensure that another Southampton student can benefit from your experience. Most importantly, the alumni community is there to support you. You are never alone in your endeavours. Could we offer a final round of applause to recognise your achievements? Please make some noise. Thank you. I now formally declare this ceremony closed.